One day I was scrolling through the internet, then I stumbled on a video where a man of God was conducting deliverance. During the deliverance session, I think the hand of the man of God rested, or it touched the breast of the lady, right? Then a media house, some of all these media houses are looking for money, they are looking for fame, they want to grow their pages. It's not like they are helping anything, right? They are being used as a tool. Satan is using them as a tool. So that media house took that video, edited it, cut the other section of the deliverance and posted online, right? That this is the kind of deliverance that this man of God is doing. Now, understand ministerial scandal. There are different levels of ministerial scandal. There is the scandal that comes in form of criticism. Now, this kind of scandal is as a result of the mercy of God. So God wants to show his mercy, right? It could be maybe due to impatience. So because the man of God is impatient, or something God wanted to correct, right? But he's not paying attention to that correction. So criticism and disdain can begin to set in. God can allow that to happen, right? Then there is this scandal that is as a result of the judgment of God, right? For instance, let's say those false prophets that are sleeping around, they can have scandals tomorrow, right? Maybe due to wrong chat, their chat became exposed on the internet and the rest of that. So there is this scandal that is as a result of the mercy of God. Then there is this scandal that is as a result of judgment. But there is this scandal that leads to an announcement. Are you following what I'm saying? There is this scandal that leads to an announcement. This is devil trying so hard to bring down the ministry. And because he wants to bring down the ministry, that ministry is genuine. So what happens when the scandal starts happening? You start discovering that the ministry is shifting into new seasons, right? The people are genuine, the people are following God rightly, but the devil just wants to play a fast one, not knowing that he's just doing that as a medium to announcing that ministry. Are you getting the point? So there are different levels of scandal. Now, when it has to do with ministerial scandal, this is what people don't understand. Scandal or criticism. There are criticisms and scandals you don't respond to, right? But there are criticisms and scandals you must respond to. For instance, when it has to do with the death of someone, let's say someone dying in the ministry, or something happening in the ministry itself, right? The person that is involved, or the man of God or the woman of God that is being accused, must speak out. There are things that you must speak out. There are things that you must talk about, right? But there are things that you don't have to talk about. Maybe someone criticizing an aspect of your sermon that you know is correct, right? Of course, you can correct it, you can buttress it, but it is not everything you have to pay attention to. Because when you start paying attention to so many things, it means that you are not serious with your assignment yet, right? When you want to do something different, understand this: when you want to do something different, it will always attract criticism. The path that God is calling you, the path to the top, is full of criticism. There is no way you'll be able to please everybody. Even if you feed everybody every Sunday, you feed everybody, every of your member every weekend, there will still be something that will be tagged around your ministry that this is not correct, this is not right. Because we live in a generation where someone can come up on the internet and begin to criticize the fathers of faith, right? I always say this, that you see, fathers of faith, genuine fathers, will always have certain errors, right? You do not criticize fathers. You do not criticize them. All you need to understand is that the call is still valid. You will still need them for a shift, right? Revelation is progressive. Don't think that, okay, because you are knowledgeable, then you can just go online, take a picture of a father of faith, then begin to criticize, begin to write. And imagine some of these people doing these things online. Some of them are just 20 years old, 18 years old, young boys. They create a page looking for ends meet. In a bid to look for ends meet, they begin to criticize people that have labored, people that can actually shift them, right? And sometimes some of them will begin to incur certain disadvantages to their life. They begin to incur certain wrong things. Certain things will start getting wrong in their life because of that criticism or dishonor. So when it has to do with ministerial scandal, there's the one to respond to. Someone can even pick up a part of your message and begin to shake his head and say, look at what this person is saying is wrong. It's not everything that you need to respond to. So there are different levels of scandal. There is scandal that is as a result of God's mercy, God's correction, right? Then there is the scandal that is as a result of judgment, due to wrongdoing, due to an allegiance. Let's say a man of God has placed an allegiance to Satan, right? And he's sleeping around. So a scandal can come through that, right? Then there's the scandal that leads to an announcement, and that scandal can even be a form of criticism, right? When God wants to shift the ministry from one level to another, these things can happen. It can just be, take for instance the Lord's choosing, right? People criticize their testimonies online, and I can tell you that after that incident, after that criticism, the church blew up. I could see them everywhere now. I wasn't seeing the Lord's choosing everywhere before, but after that criticism, wherever it is, we began to pay attention to that ministry. That even people creating content will bring out something to talk about the same church, right? Their slogan became the slogan of everyone. Are you following what I'm saying? So sometimes you need to get the balance. You need to get the balance. And if you want to respond to everyone, then it means that you are not serious. You can't respond to everybody. But there are certain things you need to respond about. Scandal when it has to do with sex, scandal when it has to do with rape, scandal when it has to do with the death of someone, and you know your hands are clean, then you should take out time to respond to those kinds of scandals.